Hello everybody, and in this video, I'm gonna trap a Reaper Leviathan. I'm sure it won't be that hard. Now, of course, to trap one, we're gonna use corridors. I mean, how else could you trap one? Now, I actually don't know how long a Reaper Leviathan is in eye compartments, so let's go measure that. Hey there, big guy. How you doing? Alright, just gonna kill you. And let's see how long you are. Alright, you're about 11 or so eye compartments long. I mean, I guess we want to give you some room to move around, so I think if we make each wall of the reverse aquarium about 20 compartments long, that would work. I think right here in the grassy plateaus would be a good place to build this. So, it'll be about right here, and I'm thinking we kind of extend it out this way. I'm thinking we put one of the corners right there and kind of start it out this way. This is going to take a lot longer than I thought it would. I think this would probably be a good width for it. Let's go ahead and start the main base of it and then just build up from there. Alright, well there's our first kind of ring around. It's big, it's so big you can't even really see the full thing, although I believe if we go in the middle you should be able to see it. That on its own didn't take too long to do, only about 5 minutes, but as we go up, things are going to get laggier, and I imagine it'll start taking longer and longer. Let's go ahead and build the foundation now, since we will have to build this at one point or another. And of course, in some spots like this, I can put it in the right place, but it's like inside the terrain. So I do kind of have to clip down into here and build it like this. Alright, there's the foundation ring. We just have to fill in this whole area. And that's the foundation done. Which, by the way, this is 64 total foundations, 8 by 8. At the end of the video, I think I'm probably gonna kind of do the math and figure out how many resources this would take, but I have a feeling like if I were doing this in survival, it would take much, much longer. Now, how tall will this be? I'm thinking we have 16 eye compartments wide, so maybe 16 tall? We'll see how that looks. Alright, well that's what it would look like if it were 16 tall, which, I mean, that does feel like it might be a little much. We could probably make it a bit shorter. Here's what it would look like if it were 10 compartments tall. I think that's probably a good amount. At the end of the day, I don't really see a reason why we would need it to be much taller than that. Of course, we could expand it if it turns out it is way too small, but at the moment, that seems good enough. Alright, we got the 4 corners built up. Wow, this is massive. And I'm also not going to make the same mistake I make in all my other videos where I build it all out of regular compartments. We're going to be using glass compartments for this one. That way we can actually look outside and look at the Reaper from the inside, which of course would be nice. And I think we already know this is going to be what takes the longest. So I'll get back to you once I finish this wall. I found a new strategy to negate the amount of time it takes to build a new compartment. Because normally when you build a compartment in a line, you have to wait a minute before you can build. But if you build up in a line like this, you can build a lot faster. So using that method, it actually shouldn't take too long to finish this wall. So I will see you once we get a little bit more progress done. Alright, we only have one more side to finish off, but looking at it like this whole thing is huge. But so far I'm really liking how it's looking. And now that we have all 4 sides finished, all that's left is a roof, maybe a little decoration, but then for the most part we'll be finished. Now, since I'm not actually able to build foundations above other base pieces for whatever reason, that does mean we'll have to make the roof out of actual compartments. And I think the best way to do that is to use a bunch of T compartments on the sides, and then just kinda build X compartments like this. And that should be enough to keep the Reaper from escaping. Alright, that definitely took longer than the foundation did, but it is finished. And something I'm actually interested to see, since these are all made out of compartments.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
This is really weird. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Oh no, where's the hatch? Where's the hatch? Here it is. But yeah, as you can see, this thing is giant. And since, you know, you might want some way to kind of observe inside, I think I will build a T compartment here, a hatch on the side, and then we're just going to build an observatory up. Oh man, this is really cool. Anyway, let's spawn the Reaper. Alright, well, it's in here. It really wants out, but no, that's just too bad. You're one big boy. Wonder how it looks at night. Pretty creepy, I will say. But it definitely works as intended. And now we can actually go out here as well. And finally, I guess we should build a chair. That way we can sit down and look at it. But for the most part, that's it for this video. If you liked it, go and subscribe. Why not? And I'll see you in the next video. See ya.